Okay, so my name is Safia Pierre, and I am really passionate about helping the environment. So I decided to look into environmental problems that we've been having. And what I found was really shocking that I am a part of the problem. I have been recycling wrong my whole life. I realized there must be so many other people out there just like me because the process of recycling is so complicated and there are so many factors involved in doing it right. Additionally, I also found that while many people are are know how to want to recycle, not many people are actually motivated to do so. I found this in my personal experience with me, and I found it with people around me as well. Statistics have also shown the same thing. While 94% of people think that recycling is important, the recycling rate is only at 34.7%. So, what is causing this problem? This problem is caused by two things. Either one, people don't know how to recycle, or they don't want to. So I thought, why not create an app to help fix both of these problems? This is where my app, Conserve, comes in. Conserve will have two platforms, an educational platform and an encouragement platform. The educational platform will include a variety of features, and one of these features will be a recycling index where people can learn how to recycle based on their location. This is so important because the way that you should recycle actually varies based on where you are. Our encouragement platform will also include a couple of features. One of these features will be a reward system where people can earn rewards such as coupons for doing things that help the environment. So I thought that I would share with you a little graphic representation of what the app might look like. So here, so this is what the home screen might look like. So this is actually meant more to imitate the structure of our app. So here, let's say we decide to look into the recycling index and we could click get started. So here's where a user would put in their address. And then let's say that we decide to search for a generic item, item A, and then a user can see exactly how they can recycle this item. Our app is unique because not only do people get motivated to recycle, but they can learn how to do so as well. This is really important because there's such a lack of environmental education. The purpose of our app is to help people live in an as eco-friendly way as possible. This is more important now than ever because the environment really isn't in a good place and it's not getting any better. So we need to start taking action. Thank you.
All right. Safia, excellent job. You did great. Panelists, if you'll turn your cameras back on, and Shannon, we'll start with you.
Yes. So Safia, wonderful job presenting. The environment is so important. So love to see you creating an app around that. Also like what you really said about people aren't always motivated to recycle, even when they know how important it is. So I think this app will be really important for that. You talked about the rewards. So what are some of the rewards that you give, and what's really kind of the target audience for the app and for the rewards?
Yeah. So the rewards that we're thinking of doing right now are just coupons. So our target audience mainly, at least just to start with when we start marketing, will be two target audiences. So first, we're thinking of targeting environmental organizations. And the reason for this is because they'll have connections with a lot of people who we already know would be interested in our app. So people that follow their social media, people that go to their events, etc. So to start with, it would be a great place to market. So we're thinking of just marketing locally. Additionally, we'll also be marketing to schools, and this is because we think it'll be really important for students to learn how to recycle at a young age.
Great job. Thank you.
Safia, wonderful, wonderful job. Environmental protection is actually something that's very near and dear to me personally. And I do agree with you, that sometimes the motivations aren't necessarily there. As far as the educational portion of this, I guess the question that I have is, you had mentioned the two factors that were, an issue had more to do with either not knowing about, the options for recycling or not feeling the motivation. I would just, ask if maybe you might be able to incorporate something for maybe encouraging people to take action as opposed to just simply taking note or motivating somebody to recycle, because sometimes what happens, for example, I'm in Texas, and the local jurisdictions where I am are saying that it's too costly to recycle. And they're actually discontinuing some of those services, which I find appalling personally. But I also find that that is not, when you're talking about motivation and you're talking about education, I would say that there might be an opportunity to maybe also allow people to become more knowledgeable as to the factors that are at play when it comes to recycling programs in their communities. I think that would also allow your application to be used in a more community focused manner. But that's just a recommendation, but I think it's a wonderful, wonderful idea, especially to get young people on board with the idea that, recycling is an important part of all of our lives.
Yeah, actually, we're thinking of including like a trivia section in our app. So this would mainly include questions about just to show people like the scope of the problem we're facing. So I didn't include that in my presentation, but and we haven't really formulated the questions yet, but that's just a plan for me. So I just wanted to put that out there because I think that would be a good way for people to like learn more about the problem.
Agreed. Thank you.
All right, Safia, that was wonderful. And I agree with a lot of what you were trying to do here. And I was really impressed with the amount of research that you've already put into this. You can tell from what you presented to us. So kudos to you. Keep doing that. One question I had was kind of thinking about how you said that different locations have different recycling needs and requirements and that kind of thing. So I'm interested, have you put much thought into how you're going to further your research into identifying specific regions of the country and what those recycling restrictions or requirements are?
Yeah. So are you asking about like how we're going to like put that all into our app, kind of like how we will incorporate that?
Yes, thinking more from like the end user, if I picked up the app, I guess, how is that really going to work? Like, how am I in Georgia going to know, or how are you going to program the app to know that in Georgia, where I'm at, that this is the particular, recycling restrictions or not?
So obviously compiling that information will take a lot of time and a lot of effort. So we're thinking of hiring interns to help us with that when we're starting to create the app, because that'll definitely not be something that I can do by myself. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get all of that information, but at least we're trying to think about just getting the local information for now. So like in our area and like county, we'll try to compile all of that information. And then after that, we'll just make it bigger as we go. But yeah.
I think it's great. Keep doing it.
Yeah, Safia, keep us updated. Let us know. And good luck. Keep going.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thanks for joining us.